I just had to go back for the Sculptulus. I just had to go back for the Sculptulus. So, where they are, I might have messed this up a little bit, is they're in the room that you drop down all these little pits. And I gotta do this just right, because I'm at a half a heart, and this is kind of embarrassing. This will be my first death of the project, or it could be anyway. I feel like everyone's just gonna hate me for this, because I really shouldn't be necessary. I mean, this is a 3-heart run, it's not a 100% run, but I'm dead. That was so worth it, wasn't it? Yeah, I don't know. No, you know what? I am going to continue to require myself to go for all the sculptures. It adds a little bit of an extra challenge, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. Probably one of the dumber first deaths of a 3-heart run. Save. So that's a great way to start a video. I was on a good roll with this dungeon too. I was doing great with it. I really was. But then I had to go back for the sculptures because I'm requiring myself to do it for some reason. Even though I'm sure people don't even care. Like, do you guys care? I'm sure you don't. But I don't know. See, like, the reason why I'm saying that is because some sculptures are in optional rooms with optional challenges. So, and I want to take on those challenges as part of the 3-heart challenge run, because I want to get the maximum out of this game and what it has to offer me. So, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna stick with that explanation. Okay, so what I was supposed to do here is I was supposed to drop down the hole that had the green thing on it. Don't do that, man. Come on, stop running into those. This dungeon can be annoying. Yeah, see, you want to drop down that, especially, because if you fall down another hole, you'll get fall damage, and that's why I was down on low health, because I fell down the wrong hole. So here's the last 2 Sculptulas. You get that one there, and then this one's right next to it. Man, I feel like an idiot. But whatever, we got them. I'm gonna meet you back at that room, you'll see, whatever. Be right back. Okay, so this is where I'm gonna come back in. This is the room kind of in the middle, like right next to where you start the dungeon. It's the very next room from the beginning. This is where we have to take the box and take it over to this blue switch. Hopefully there isn't a jellyfish over here. Okay, let's pick off to where I was supposed to just keep going. I just had to go back for the sculptures. For now, I think I'm going to stick with that rule, get all the sculptures in the dungeon, because it allows me to go for the optional rooms. And it allows for shit to happen that just happened, you know? I had to go through a little bit of the dungeon again, and risk dying, which is what I did exactly. I risked dying, and sure enough, I died. Yeah, it definitely wasn't how I would have liked my first death to be, just for something stupid like forgetting to get the sculptures. But it happened. I'm kind of not surprised that my first death of the project was here. This place, it really does, like this is always where I come the closest to dying, is this dungeon. Because there's just so many hazards here. This is actually, are you kidding me? There's more than 3? For all I know, I could have missed one. And of course, I'm gonna have to do this shit now, where I have to aim with the boomerang. Aiming manually with the boomerang sucks. Because, again, with the gold sculptures, you can't lock onto them, which is kind of annoying. I don't really know why they do that, but they do. So this is really the last thing we have to do in this room. We have a tonsil there. Yeah, you don't have to throw that manually, okay. So, yeah, you have to use the boomerang to get that, because you have this thing in our way, blah blah blah. Don't really need to explain it. I'm gonna... Usually I would jump down here, but I need all the help I can get, so let's just do this. Yeah, like a trick that I like to do is whenever there's like a ladder, like a place where you climb up a ladder or something, I drop down, then I catch the ladder midway through to take away fall damage. I'm going the wrong way. Thank you, map. for showing me where I'm going. Yeah. It's kind of a subtle detail how getting the map also puts it in the bottom corner of the screen. That's really when getting the map is helpful, is when it puts it in the bottom corner of the screen. Not so much when you have to pause and check the map, but when it's at the bottom corner of the screen is when it's useful. And the compass, for that matter. Anyway, here's our boss. It's Baronade, and this is where I actually predicted to myself that this would be where my first death would actually be. This is actually arguably the hardest boss in the game, I think. I mean, part of it is consideration that that's early in the game and that you don't have that many heart containers. Oh, fuck, you never want to lock off. This is another place where shift is really good. Damn it! Stop locking off, for fuck's sake! Being locked off is a bad situation. Go over there, Navi! Oh, fuck on. Fucking damn it. This is gonna be the first Rage episode, too. Like, I'm just really nervous because, when I'm playing this game normally, I die here often. Like, this place is this is a legitimately hard boss. There's a lot going on, for one thing. There's a lot that can hurt you. Oh my god, I want to get rid of those stupid jellyfish. This is where the lock-on system kind of sucks too, because it's kind of a double-edged sword, really. Because I want to get rid of the jellyfish so they're not bothering me. There's just so much shit that can hurt you. Fuck! I'm not gonna beat this, man. We're already getting to that point. It's the third dungeon in the game, and I'm already like, oh, I'm not gonna beat this. I have to. Fuck. The lock-on system. I mean, keep in mind, this is. I'm not really complaining. I'm not saying that's bad, because this is innovative. It was innovative with this game. So I'm not like criticizing it. This is the first game to really do anything like this. I mean, we all know that this is one of the main things this game was praised for, was the lock-on system. It's what made combat in 3D games work. It's funny how I'm talking about that now. I was meaning to make that into a big subject of a video somewhere in there. Just how innovative the lock-on system is. But still, like, with bosses like this is where the primitiveness of it can kind of be shown. I don't know, whatever. Just trying to lock onto what you want to lock onto can be a bit of a bitch at times. It's not terrible. It's not so much that it makes the gameplay experience bad. But situations where there's a lot of enemies is when it can get a bit sketchy. And they definitely improved upon that in the later Zelda games. But we got the bad part done, at least. Like, I really just want to get rid of the damn jellyfish. Now it's not going to be so bad. But I think the jellyfish, they come back. I want to say they come back. And yeah, that shit goes on too. Yeah, I don't remember what you have to do here. I think you just dodge. I don't think you can do anything here. Ah, my finger's slipping off the fucking stick. Yeah, come on, get him. Yeah, this really isn't so bad now. I'm just really hoping he doesn't bring the jellyfish back. I don't remember if he does. But really, this isn't going so bad. It really isn't. This is going a lot better than it usually does. But let's not speak too soon now. We're not done yet. We're close, I think. I hope. Yeah, okay. That really wasn't so bad. It was just a little bit annoying with all the jellyfish around and trying to lock on to the right thing. Yeah. They get that fixed in later games, but, you know, like, don't get me wrong, I wasn't trying to knock on the lock-on system, because obviously this is, like, the first game to really do anything like that. It was a major... Oh, man, that was right next to me. The heart container was right next to me. I almost ran into that. Yeah, it was a major innovation with this game. I mean, you know, we all know that. so I definitely wasn't trying to knock it there. Like, that's like trying to criticize the camera in Super Mario 64. Like, some people are like, oh, the camera in Super Mario 64 sucks. But it's just like, you can't really, like, put. Yeah, like, you have to go a little bit easy on it because it's the first game to really do anything like that. Uh, yeah, that's a subject I'll go into a lot more later. But for right now, I'm gonna shut up because we have a cutscene. Alright, so we apparently just had a marriage proposal from a fish. Imagine if that actually happened and they had kids. I was just thinking about that, and like, what would happen if they had kids? What would that product be? It doesn't sound like it'd be very pretty. Okay, so right here, by these two rocks, if we get our bombs out, we can blow them up. Because, you know, there might be something underneath this one. We can't blow this rock up, these brown ones. We can't blow up these, but we can blow up the brown ones. So let's see if there's like a hole underneath here. Let's try it. Oh, shit. Yeah, okay, that was a terrible fake reaction. that was literally the worst fake reaction of all time. Yeah, I'm not very good at fake reactions, as you can tell. Alright, I had to cut out some commentary there because of stuff. Anyway, this Great Fairy is going to give us a very useful power-up. Not really power-up, but magic spell. Yeah, there you go, that's the best word for it. Really, these are magic spells. I wish things like this would come back in later Zelda games, because this is kind of like in A Link to the Past, where you have those three spells, Ether, crap, I forgot what they were called, actually, but if you play A Link to the Past, you know exactly what I'm talking about, those three different, spells that were a lot like this. They used up a lot of magic, but they did something really cool. And that's something that I think I'd like to see come back in later Zelda games, so these cool spells. This one, it creates a warp point. It's useful really only in dungeons. In fact, I think you can only use... I don't think you can even use them in the overworld. You probably can. But basically, you create a warp point. It gets saved when you save your game. Okay, I think she said there it can only be used in dungeons. But, anyway, yeah, you create a... It's really useful for, if you want to end your playing session but start back like in the middle of the dungeon as opposed to at the beginning. It's very useful in that regard. And it's a concept that they actually did again in Twilight Princess with Uku. This it was pretty much a similar type of thing, where in every dungeon you could create like a warp point you could just warp to with this Uku item that you got temporarily in every dungeon. Where the fuck am I going? It's kind of hard to figure out where to go here. Just look at your map, dude. But yeah, I will be using Forest Wind pretty often, I'm sure. It's good for recording too, so I don't have to record the entire dungeons in one sitting. Though I may end up doing that anyway. I'd like to do them all in one sitting anyway, but oh well. Is that an episode? That is pretty much an episode. I want to do a few more things though. Let's see. What did I want to do? Oh, okay, no, I remember what I wanted to do. I'm gonna go back actually to the Great Deku Tree. I'm gonna show a nice shortcut of getting there, just in case you, like, if you're doing the same type of thing and you wanna go back and get that Skulltula in the Deku Tree directly after getting the boomerang. There's a great shortcut of doing that. I mean, obviously one way is just to stop playing and spawn back in Kokiri Forest. But I'm just gonna go ahead and use this nice shortcut. So now that we have the silver scale, this pool of water is actually meaningful now. We can dive down and go through here. And this will be a shortcut to the Lost Woods. Oh, actually, there's another place I can get to too. I would do that later. I also want to go to Goron City. There's something that I forgot to get there, but I'll talk about that later. Okay, so I'm going to cut footage now. I just wanted to show that shortcut. I'm going to meet you back in the Deku Tree where we get that Skulltula, and then I'm going to end the episode. Promise. Okay, actually, I decided to go with Goron City anyway, just because I was thinking about it. It's on the way with Lost Woods, and this is what I want to do. I want to get a bomb down. This might not work. Okay, it did work. Cool. I'm happy, too, because I only had 7 bombs to do this with. This is something actually pretty important for me to pick up. This will be... What? Oh, do you have to stop? You have to stop him at the right place. I forgot about that. Hold on. I think you have to do it, like, in here somewhere. It's kind of weird. Like, let's see what the sign says. I'm kind of curious if it tells you that. Yeah, I think you have to stop it by the sign. Shit. Let's do this again. Yeah, I hate timing this. Got him again, though. Cool. I'm usually not very good at that. We will have to do that again with a small Goron, and that one really sucks. Okay, can you please give me this? Thank you. Okay, so that's our bomb bag upgrade. I couldn't remember how to get that, but found out eventually. But anyway, that is it. I'm gonna go back to the Lost Woods, and I will meet you at the Deku Tree this time. Promise again. Alright, so I want to attempt a speedrunning tactic and probably fail miserably at it. Let's get rid of this. I know I said I wasn't going to exploit glitches, but this is just to save time, and it's the first freaking dungeon in the game, for crying out loud. You can forgive me on this one. If you do this right, and I'm probably not going to do it right at all. No! Jump attack, damn it! Okay, if you jump attack off the wall, you can kind of fly across the, room here and get across this little, stream to get to the other side of this, so you don't have to go around all that crap and push this block down. You can just get across over here. And, that's just a speedrun tactic that I failed miserably at, of course, because I'm a noob. I almost jumped on the hole there, which would have been stupid. What we want to do is come in here. Yeah, I came in here before, when I was recording to try to get the Skulltula after I got the bombs, because I thought you only needed the bomb to get this, but it turns out you also need the boomerang to get this Skulltula as well. So, and by the way, yeah, there were 4 in Jabu Jabu's belly. I thought there were 3 in all these. Oh, fuck off. Don't. Let's not die here. Seriously? Yeah, I thought there were 3 per child dungeon, but there were 4 in Jabu's Belly. I'm concerned if I missed some. And gosh, if that's really the case, I almost... It's hard for me to really want to go back and get him, you know? Like, like, is it really worth it? It doesn't seem like it, but I don't know. I just hate, like, going out of my way for him. It just feels like a waste of time. It just always seems nicer to get him while you're there, you know what I mean? So... I don't know, again, like I mentioned earlier, I think it was either this episode or the last episode, I can't remember. And I'm being stupid with my items. Oh, I don't even have any seeds anyway. Tell me what you think about the whole gold sculpture thing, because again, the reason why I'm getting all of them in the dungeons is, because some of them require you to go into optional rooms with, optional challenges. And I wanna... I want to do those, so that's really like the whole thing is I want to do everything that's optional in the dungeons. Like I want to completely clean out the dungeons. That's what I'm saying. So that's really it. But I'm gonna shut the hell up and stop wasting your guys' time and end this episode here. Don't know what I'm gonna do next time. I'll figure it out between recording sessions. Thank you guys so much for putting up with this. And I will see you in the next episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time.